We need to change the wedding date. Postpone it by exactly 1 month. Contact the venue right now.
Postpone? What do you mean?
Just hurry up and contact the venue. We're running out of time.
This is so sudden. I don't know what to do. We've already set the date and finalized the contract with the venue. What happened? I can't contact them without knowing the reason.
A major emergency came up. The date clashes with my family's annual trip.
Family trip? What family trip? You mean the annual trip your family takes?
Yeah, that's right. It overlaps with our big family reunion trip. I just told my parents about our wedding date, and they said we need to change it because of the trip.
And we're the ones who have to change?
They've already booked the accommodations. It'll be a waste to cancel, so we have to move our date.
I told you we should double check with both sets of parents before finalizing the venue. But you kept insisting it would be fine. You were too lazy to go to the venue multiple times, so you went ahead and signed the contract. And now look what's happened.
Shut up! A family trip is usually in summer. I didn't expect it to be in winter this year.
If that's the case, why don't you contact the venue to change the date? It's your family situation causing this.
I can't make such an embarrassing call. You do it. Contact them right now, got it?
I can't believe this. How am I supposed to explain this to the venue?
Just tell them something came up. It's not that hard.
It is hard. We signed a contract. There might be penalties for changing the date.
Then we'll pay the penalties. Just do it.
We'll pay? You mean I'll pay, right? Because you never want to take responsibility for anything.
Stop arguing, just make the call.
Fine, I'll call. But don't blame me if this ends up costing us a lot of money.
Whatever, just get it done.
I've called the venue. They said they're fully booked for the next 3 months. We can't postpone.
What? It's ridiculous. Tell them to make it work.
It doesn't work that way, James. They have other weddings booked.
Then what are we supposed to do?
I don't know. Maybe we should talk to your parents about changing their trip date?
No way! The family trip is sacred. We can't change that.
But we can change our wedding? How is that fair?
Life isn't fair. Deal with it.
I can't believe you're acting like this. This is our wedding we're talking about.
It's just a ceremony. We can do it any time.
It's not just a ceremony to me. I've been planning this for months.
Well, unplan it then.
You're unbelievable.
Sarah, you ruined our annual family trip. We had already chosen a place to stay.
I'm so sorry about this. I tried to postpone the wedding by a month, but the venue was fully booked. We ended up having to cancel your trip instead. I'm truly sorry.
Apologizing to me alone isn't enough. Everyone in the family was looking forward to this trip. You should apologize to all of them.
This is entirely our fault for not double-checking. I'm really sorry. It's just that James told me the family trip was always in summer, so I thought a winter wedding would be fine.
Oh, so you're saying it's my fault for deciding on a winter trip this year? How dare you blame me, you ungrateful girl?
That's not what I meant at all.
We wanted to go to a hot spring resort this year. Winter is better than summer for enjoying hot springs. What's wrong with choosing winter? You're attacking me with your insolent attitude. I just wanted to create happy memories with my family.
I'm really sorry, but I'm not trying to blame you at all.
This is why I didn't want a daughter-in-law from a single-parent home. Ugh, I wish we could break off this engagement right now.
Excuse me?
I bet being poor single-parent family like yours never went on family trips. That's why you can't understand how important this is to us. For us, spending time together as a family once a year is normal. How dare you ruin our fun, you pauper?
Wait a minute. Where is this pauper talk coming from? Yes, I was raised by a single mother, but that doesn't make us poor.
Be quiet, you poor thing. This is why I was against this marriage from the start. Children from single-parent homes don't appreciate family values. And on top of that, you're just the worst.
What did you say?
A wedding can happen anytime, but you're forcing everyone looking forward to the family trip to give it up. What a terrible daughter-in-law you are.
I tried my best to postpone the wedding, but all the dates this year were already booked. We would have had to cancel and rebook, which would incur cancellation fees. I feel terrible about changing your family trip plans.
If cancellation fees are the problem, your parents should pay. This is all because of your selfishness. Your parents should take responsibility.
But the main cause of this is James. He's the one who went ahead and signed the contract with the venue without checking.
What excuse are you going to make next? You're trying to say you're not at fault at all, aren't you?
Of course, I share some blame for going along with him. But the primary cause is definitely James.
This is why children from poor single-parent homes are trouble. My son feels terrible about canceling the family trip. He was crying and apologizing to me. But look at your horrible attitude.
That's not true. I feel bad about this too.
You should be grateful to us for being considerate enough to give up our trip. Stop with your insolent attitude.
Yes, I understand. Thank you very much for your consideration. I'll do my best to make sure the wedding is enjoyable for everyone.
Hey Sarah, today's wedding is canceled. Tell the venue staff.
Canceled? What do you mean? What's going on? Did something happen?
We've decided to go on the family trip after all. So let's cancel today's wedding.
What are you talking about?
Our annual family trip was canceled because of us, remember? My parents have been depressed ever since. They keep saying we should be on the trip today. I couldn't bear to see them sad, so I decided we should go on the trip.
What? I understand feeling bad, but why does that mean canceling our wedding? If you want to go on a trip so badly, why not go tomorrow?
The hotel only had rooms available for today. When I called, they said all the cancellations opened up. It feels like fate, so we have to go.
So you're canceling our wedding for a family trip? You're choosing your family trip over me?
Of course! My relatives are important family too. Plus, my parents are overjoyed at the thought of going on the trip. If it means everyone's smiling, I don't mind canceling the wedding.
This can't be happening.
By the way, I didn't book a room for you. The available rooms were just enough for us, so I couldn't get one for you. You stay here and handle the cancellation procedures, alright?
What is this? My mother has been preparing since yesterday, and now it's canceled for this reason? You're insulting both me and my mother.
Shut up! If you keep complaining, you might as well cancel the whole marriage.
What did you say?
Well, you'd be in trouble if our marriage was called off, wouldn't you? A girl from a single-parent home isn't exactly in high demand as a wife. Without me, you'll be a spinster for life.
Stop it. How can you say such things? When we first started dating, you were so kind and wonderful. But as soon as you found out I was from a single-parent home, your attitude completely changed. I never imagined you held such terrible values.
Huh? It's not about values, it's facts. Most single-parent homes are poor. And kids with only one parent don't know family love. They're pitiful children. You should be grateful that my family and I were willing to accept someone like you.
What did you say?
Well, we're about to leave. The wedding with the poor girl from a broken home is canceled. I'll buy you a souvenir. Take care of the cancellation procedures, okay?
Oh, but there's no need to cancel the wedding plans. Yes, I'm glad I had the courage to cancel it earlier. If we had canceled on the day, it would have cost even more. I really wanted to see your surprised faces in person, but I guess that can't be helped. Enjoy your hot springs with everyone. We'll discuss dissolving our engagement when you get back, okay?
Wait a minute. What's going on with the wedding? We were supposed to get married today, weren't we?
Well, that was the plan a few months ago, but I've grown tired of marrying you, so I went ahead and canceled it on my own. I wanted to discuss ending our engagement today.
What are you talking about?
I got tired of being attacked every day. Your mother kept calling, telling me to be grateful that they accommodated our schedule. She even insulted my family background, and you didn't stop her. You joined in blaming me. Of course, I don't want to get married anymore.
How dare you cancel it on your own? Are you stupid?
You made the wedding contract on your own too, didn't you? So it's fair if I cancel it on my own. Let's call it even, shall we?
What?
You should be thanking me for canceling early. If we had canceled on the day, we'd have to pay 100% of the wedding cost. But because I canceled early, it was much cheaper. Make sure you thank me properly when you get back.
Don't be ridiculous. How can you expect gratitude after doing something so selfish?
The most selfish thing right now is what you're doing. Going on a family trip on your wedding day? If I hadn't canceled, can you imagine what would have happened? Just thinking about it makes me shudder. Oh, since we're at it, maybe I'll go to a nearby hot spring with my mother. It'll be nice to toast to the end of our engagement.
Wait, Sarah! Are you really planning to break up with me? This isn't a joke? You're really calling off the whole marriage?
Yes. I don't want to be with such a petty jerk anymore.
What did you say?
Besides, you should be happy we're breaking up. Your mother was secretly against our marriage anyway. She'll probably be the happiest about our breakup. You love making your family happy, don't you, James?
Oh, is that so? If you're going to act like this, then fine. Let's break up. Don't come crying back to me later. Even if you beg me to marry you later, it'll be too late.
Oh, I heard everything from James. So the whole marriage is off? You did well to cancel the venue in advance. I guess even an impertinent girl like you can do something right.
You're welcome. Thanks to this, I won't be wasting my life either. I'm sure I'll soon marry someone wonderful who's the complete opposite of James.
Ha! You'll never get married now. Such an insolent girl from a poor single-parent home. What a miserable life you'll have, all alone forever without a family or children.
I don't mind being alone. Marriage and children aren't everything in life. I have my job, a place to live, and enough money to get by. That's all I need. Fortunately, I'm highly valued at work. I earn more than James, so I'll enjoy my single life.
What? You earn more than my son?
Yes. I've been promoted faster in my career. My base salary is higher than his, and my sales performance is leagues ahead of his. If you include my bonuses, my annual income is several times his.
Wait a minute. You two work at the same company?
Huh? Didn't we talk about this normally? I met him at work.
Well, I heard that, but I thought you were just a temp worker.
I never said I was a temp worker.
But a girl from a single-parent home couldn't possibly be at the same level as my son in the company. So I thought you must have met him while working as a temp. To think you're actually working at the same company. And you're saying you earn more than him? How is that possible?
Maybe I'm just too excellent. Or maybe he's just too incompetent.
What did you say?
Well, my earnings don't matter now, do they? We're breaking up, so it's none of your business anymore.
No, it does matter. As frustrating as it is, you earn more than my son. That means if you became his wife, we could upgrade our future family trips. Let's call off the break-off.
What?
A wife's money is the family's money. If you get married, you'll be paying for our family trips every year from now on.
Who would agree to be your ATM? It's too late to change your tune now. I absolutely won't marry your idiot son.
How dare you be so insolent? This is why girls from poor, single-parent homes are so shameless. I'd like to see your parents' face.
Oh, but you see her face plenty. You get called into her office for warnings every day, don't you?
Huh?
You work part-time at the local supermarket chain, right? My mother was recently transferred there from head office. I heard she often calls you in because your work attitude is terrible. Did you forget your boss's face?
You're lying. That woman is your mother?
I heard there were too many part-timers with awful attendance, so my mother was moved there to improve the environment. But despite repeated warnings, there's been no improvement. I heard they might have to fire someone soon.
What?
If you get fired, you can go on family trips whenever you like.
No, wait. If I can't work part-time, I won't be able to give pocket money to my grandchildren. We won't be able to go on trips either.
Then give up and look for another part-time job. It seems impossible to keep working under my mother now.
This can't be happening.
Well, I'll be going now. Enjoy your hot springs trip.
Hey, Sarah. We were completely in the wrong. I'm sorry. Won't you marry me?
That's completely impossible. Please pay half of the cancellation fees. And separately, I'll be claiming compensation for all the insults and emotional blackmail. Please prepare for that as well.
Huh? You're claiming compensation?
Of course. You've said so many hurtful things, calling me poor, miserable, pitiful. I'm planning to hire a lawyer, so complain all you want.
Come on, don't say that. I'm sorry for getting carried away. I was just jealous of you. You keep getting promoted. Your sales performance is better than mine. It was frustrating to see the gap between us, so I couldn't help but act that way.
Uh-huh. What a childish and awful excuse. Thanks for giving me another reason to be glad we broke up.
Even after I apologize so much, you won't reconsider?
Your apology has no value, so no matter how much you apologize, it's useless.
No way!
From now on, please communicate through my lawyer. At work, treat me as just another colleague. Oh, but I guess I'm your superior now that I've been promoted. Please treat me as your boss from now on, okay? Thanks to the smooth handling by my lawyer, I was able to successfully cancel the marriage. James seemed to accept it and quickly paid the compensation. As for his mother and family, she was fired from her part-time job as soon as they returned from the trip. Apparently, she has been secretly pocketing money from the cash register. My mother presented evidence of embezzlement, resulting in immediate dismissal. They avoided police involvement by promising full repayment, but rumors spread quickly throughout the town. As a result, even when they went on trips, people would whisper, "I wonder if they're using the embezzled money for this trip." Eventually, I heard that their annual family trip tradition came to an end.
Hey, what's going on?
What do you mean?
Is it true that you have triplets? Did you really give birth to them?
Huh? Of course, I gave birth to them myself. What about it?
How can you have children?
What kind of question is that? I'm perfectly capable of having children.
We tried for 5 years and couldn't have any kids.
And?
That's why I divorced you and I kicked you out.
You didn't kick me out. We divorced mutually.
You were supposed to be defective.
Excuse me? Defective?
This doesn't make sense, does it?
The only thing that doesn't make sense is you.
What do you mean?
This proves that you were the cause of the infertility, doesn't it?
That's impossible!
Oh, but maybe it's too early to say that definitively.
Of course it is! There's no way I'm the problem!
We haven't done any clear tests after all.
Exactly! So don't jump to conclusions!
But the fact that I was actually able to have children and even gave birth to triplets means that, by process of elimination, the problem is likely with you.
Don't be ridiculous!
I'm not being ridiculous. I'm stating facts.
There's no way I could be the problem.
And why is that?
I'm in perfect health and have never been sick.
Being healthy doesn't necessarily mean you're fertile.
Of course it does.
You said the same thing back then and refused to get tested, didn't you?
Because it wasn't necessary.
No matter how many times I asked, you absolutely wouldn't do it.
Because I knew I wasn't the problem.
But now that it's come to this, why don't you get tested just in case?
Can't do something so humiliating.
It's not humiliating, it's responsible.
A man going to a gynecologist?
It's called an andrologist when it's for men.
Paying a lot of money for tests?
Your health and your marriage are worth it, aren't they?
We had to endure humiliating days because of you two.
What are you talking about?
Being called a defective man and all sorts of horrible things that hurt me.
I never called you defective. You called me that.
Shut up!
You're the one who brought this up.
Don't get cocky just because you had kids before us.
I'm not being cocky. I'm trying to help you understand the situation.
I really try. I can have kids right away.
It doesn't work like that.
Emily's in her 20s, much younger than you.
Age isn't always the determining factor.
I'm like an old hag. Young girls will get pregnant easily.
That's a very simplistic view of fertility.
Just watch.
Watch what?
I'll announce her pregnancy soon.
Jack, please be reasonable about this.
What should I do?
About what?
The test results show that I'm the cause of the infertility.
Huh? You actually got tested?
Yes.
Even though you were so against it before.
I just did it to kill time.
Sure you did.
Work wasn't busy, so I had some free time.
And?
I took the test and it turns out that it's my fault.
I see. How do you feel about that?
They said my body's almost incapable of conceiving.
Oh my.
Even with fertility treatment, the chances are very low.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What should I do?
Well, first you need to accept the reality of the situation.
Never expected results like this.
Most people don't. But now that you know, you need to take action.
What kind of action?
Well, you should hurry and tell Emily.
I can't do that.
You have to, and your parents too.
It's impossible.
Why is it impossible?
There's no way I can say something like that.
But you have to. They need to know the truth.
My parents will be so disappointed.
They might be at first, but they're your parents. They'll understand.
I'm their only son and I can't have children.
There are other options, like adoption or advanced fertility treatments.
They were looking forward to having grandchildren so much.
I know, but hiding the truth won't help anyone.
But I can't keep hiding it, can I?
No, you can't. It will only make things worse.
Emily's already being pressured by your parents to get pregnant soon.
Exactly. That's why you need to tell them.
She's being blamed and bullied for your issues, and it's affecting her mental health.
That's terrible. You need to stand up for her. That's why I'm telling you to come clean.
But I still can't say it.
Why not? It's the right thing to do.
Besides, it's already too late for so many reasons.
Huh? What do you mean it's too late?
Well, my parents really want grandchildren soon.
I know, but that doesn't change the facts.
They're super harsh with Emily. They won't stop asking why she's not pregnant despite being so young.
All the more reason to tell them the truth.
We've been forced to start fertility treatments.
What?
They told her to focus on getting pregnant instead of having fun, and even took away her smartphone.
That's horrible! How could you let that happen?
They're using Emily's money to buy expensive fertility supplements without her permission.
That's financial abuse.
They're treating her almost like a housekeeper, saying she's not a real wife until she gets pregnant.
That's even worse than what happened to me.
I know.
Your wife is going through such a terrible time, and you're not helping her?
But I thought it was her fault for not getting pregnant.
And now you know it's not, so you need to help her.
I never thought the problem would be with me.
Well, now you know. So what are you going to do about it?
This can't be happening.
But it is happening. You need to face it.
I can't possibly tell them that I'm the cause in this situation. I can't!
You have to. It's your responsibility.
God damn it to hell! What should I do?
I've already told you what to do. Tell the truth.
But...
No buts, just do it.
I can't!
I don't care anymore.
What?
Just hurry up and tell everyone the truth.
But my reputation.
Your reputation isn't worth your wife's suffering.
Nothing good will come from hiding this, will it?
Exactly. So stop hiding.
As a man, I should have the courage to say it, shouldn't I?
That's right. Be a man and take responsibility.
This is the worst. Seriously.
What happened?
I thought I was the problem for not getting pregnant, so I endured all the crap they threw at me.
Oh no.
I put up with all the bullying and financial abuse.
I'm so sorry you went through that.
But it turns out Jack was the cause of the infertility all along.
Oh my, so you finally told everyone?
Huh? The reaction.
What about it?
Did you already know, sis?
I only found out recently.
How?
He couldn't accept the results and contacted me in a desperate panic.
So, he's been hiding this from me for a while?
Yes, it seems so.
I was starting to think better of him because he suddenly started helping me.
I see. What changed?
But today, while I was cleaning his room, I found the test results.
Ah, so that's how you found out.
I confronted him and he finally confessed.
Oh, so he didn't reveal it on his own?
No, he didn't. Can you believe it?
What a pathetic man, as always.
To think he knew he was the cause and still blamed me for the infertility.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry, Emily.
This is the worst.
I understand you're upset. What are you going to do?
I'm divorcing him.
Already? Are you sure?
I can't take this stressful life in a city anymore.
Huh? You're breaking up already?
Yes, I am. Why do you sound surprised?
Even though you finally found your ideal man who ticked all your boxes?
Well, he sure as hell doesn't tick them anymore. He's the worst.
I see. I get that. It must really be tough for you.
It is. I'll divorce him and get a big settlement like you did, sis.
About that.
What? Don't tell me I can't get a good settlement.
I'm sorry, but that might be difficult.
Why? Sis, you got a lot, didn't you?
Well, yes, but our situations are different.
How so? You got enough from the asset distribution to buy an apartment, right?
Yes, but there's something you need to understand about asset distribution.
What's that?
It's calculated based on the amount you both earned during the marriage.
Oh?
I was married for 5 years, but you've been married for less than a year.
But that's not fair! I've suffered so much!
I know, and I'm sorry. You can claim compensation for emotional distress, but I hear it's quite difficult to get more than the standard amount.
I've been hurt so much, and I can only get a paltry sum of money for it? That's unacceptable.
I understand you're frustrated, but that's often how these things work legally.
In that case, I'll have to use other methods.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not the type who pays people back tenfold when I'm wrong, and I am not letting this slide.
Emily, please don't do anything rash.
Too late, sis. I've already taken action.
What did you do?
You'll see soon enough. Everyone will.
Emily, what have you done?
Help me, Sarah.
Huh? What's going on now?
Everything's a mess now.
What happened? Did you get into a physical fight over the divorce or something?
I wish it was just a fight.
What do you mean?
That woman, she plastered my diagnosis results all over town.
What? Emily did that?
She even sent tons of emails to my company.
Oh no.
And she included videos and photos of her being abused along with it.
This is getting out of hand.
I can't go to work anymore.
My, she's causing even more trouble than I imagined.
My parents were rushed to the hospital when they found out about my infertility being public knowledge.
That's terrible. Are they okay?
At the hospital, everyone's giving me weird looks and jeering at me. God, this is horrible.
I'm sorry you're going through this, but
I'm desperately trying to convince everyone that this is all a crazy fabrication on my wife's part.
Jack, it's not a fabrication. It's the truth, isn't it?
But I can't admit to it now. It's too humiliating.
Just give up and tell everyone everything.
If I do that, my position and reputation will be ruined.
Your reputation is already in tatters. The truth might actually help at this point.
That's why I absolutely need to make everyone believe this is all fabricated. Yep, it's all nothing but a big, stinky, pathetic lie.
That's not going to work, Jack.
You need to help me too, Sarah.
Help you how?
Give me one of your children right now.
What? What are you talking about now?
You have triplets, so one less won't matter, right?
Are you out of your mind?
If I have a child, the rumors about my infertility will disappear.
That's not how it works.
We can also dispel the abuse rumors by showing everyone my doting father side. 2 birds with 1 stone. Boom!
This is insane. You can't be serious.
Just need a child right now.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous. I'm desperate.
There's no way I'd give my precious child to you.
Shut up!
No, you shut up and listen to reason.
This all happened because of your sister.
No, this happened because of your lies and mistreatment.
So you need to take responsibility too.
I don't need to take responsibility for your actions.
It must be tough for an old hag over 30 to raise triplets.
Don't you dare call me an old hag.
Your children burden will decrease. And I'll get my long-awaited child. Everyone's happy.
My children are not bargaining chips.
It should be a win-win situation for both of us.
There's nothing win-win about this situation.
Come on, just give me one kid.
What do you take me for?
What?
My husband and I will raise all our children properly.
But
Besides, you don't deserve to have children.
how dare you?
A scumbag like you shouldn't reproduce.
What did you say?
You heard me. You've always been a selfish man who only cares about self-preservation.
That's not true.
You didn't help your wife when she was being bullied because of you, always prioritizing yourself.
I didn't know.
Someone like you doesn't have the right to be a parent.
You can't decide that.
Children are delicate beings that need to be protected, even if it means sacrificing yourself.
I could do that!
Someone who doesn't understand that should never contact me again.
Hey, wait!
What now?
Are you really abandoning me?
I'm not abandoning you. I'm removing myself from this toxic situation.
You won't help me?
No, I won't. You need to face the consequences of your actions.
But we have a history together!
History that you've repeatedly disrespected and trampled on.
I'm sorry, okay? I'll do better.
It's too late for that.
Please, I'm begging you.
You're not worth helping, and I don't care anymore.
How can you say that?
I don't want to be involved with my sister or you ever again.
But we're family.
No, we're not. Not anymore.
You just can't cut us off like this.
Watch me. Well then, please resolve your marital issues between yourselves.
But...
I'm no longer family to you. Goodbye, Jack.
Sarah, wait!
I hear that Jack and Emily are still discussing their divorce, but they're still fighting a lot. It seems the conversation is still going in circles with Jack saying, "What you did is defamation. I'll sue you for damages." And Emily responding, "You're the one who's wrong for blaming me for your infertility. I won't apologize or pay anything." Meanwhile, Jack's mother is desperately going around trying to fix the whole train wreck of a situation, saying it's all fabricated and my son doesn't have any fertility issues. But this is only making people more suspicious and adding fuel to the fire. Jack is furious about this, and I hear that fights are breaking out all over their shared home every day. It's basically a war zone at this point.